NFC East, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear you.
Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. Gets this one to Morris. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Play action. Now it's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. It's a big play there for Miami. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once...
He's got a man complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill. 35 yards. And the Dolphins are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. The Tua going to try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Allen. Shakir hauls it in. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 1 quarter in the books. 8-3, our score. 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Allen. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz. So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. Gets around him and shedding the tackle, and now some room. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Let's go, let's go. Come on, guys, let's go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On second down, here's Allen, eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Flush to his right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Allen going to throw. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing towards the sideline. Hines with it. Touchdown! Nyheim Hines. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive,
that's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
They'll look to throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws, has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air, Allen. And the Dolphins rush, gets home, down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike. So now
a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. From midfield, here's Tua.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Allen.
That is incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
And here's Allen.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Sanders now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Throwing now is Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. He may go. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 7.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Allen to throw once more.
That is caught.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here's Allen to throw it. Touchdown, Bills. Trent Sherfield from 17 yards out.
And the Bills get a bit closer. Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And that'll make this a 19-point game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2.
Here's Tua. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen on the move to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 40 yards.
And the Dolphins get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
2 on to throw again. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen despite the amount.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Tua now on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And complete right side to Cook. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. One final try here for Allen. That's complete to Sherfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. Now Allen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On play action, Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 15. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Micah Hyde. How about this? And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Being chased out left.
They'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
That one complete to Hill. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
Come on, boy. Come on.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.